Well, you're probably waiting for the show to start. Well, I can understand that. And trust me, you were in the right place. But before we start the show, we got to let you know that today's show is brought to you by a very special and new sponsor to the show. None other than Southern New Hampshire University. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you know I'm excited about it. Number one, because they're doing a great thing in terms of helping people overcome, some of the experience barriers that are holding people back, right? And we know that that comes up a lot as we progress through this professional world and just adulthood, right? So with SNHU, the beautiful part about them is this. They are designed for people like you and me, man. The ones that are busy, but can make some time to be on the online space and, multitask, so to speak. And that is what SNHU brings to the table. The largest, or one of the largest, accredited nonprofit online degree offerings. Man, it is a dope thing that they got going on over there. One of the programs that stood out to me the most is their sports management program, in terms of being able to, number one, work at your own pace. They have multiple times throughout the year where you're able to get into the course and ultimately progress through at your own speed, 24/7 access. I mean, those are beautiful things, especially when we're just talking about the working person, the busy person, the person with the family out there. SNHU. Oh, they trying to hook you up. They trying to help you out, baby. Now, like I said, for myself, man, I've utilized the online program very similar to this, and I can tell you firsthand the benefits that come from these type of programs and what SNHU is offering, man. You don't want to miss out on it. So check out the link, all right? snhu.edu/Arthur Moats, all right? You check that out. Obviously, this is all in the description as well. But I want you to check that out, man. Look at that sports management program and just see some of the average salaries associated with degrees in this field, man. Could definitely be something that might motivate you, make you want to go out there and do something special out there and, ultimately put yourself on an even better trajectory. But with that being the case, you see right here, SNHU, Southern New Hampshire University. I stand by them. And as always, keep being great. But now I think it's time to get back to the show. So, you already know, don't touch that dial, baby. T, since you were big fishing yesterday, man, running around hobnobbing, and I seen you over there rubbing shoulders with Mr. Man. Rooney, seen you out there with Coach T. You was over there hard counting with Vince. I'm like, bruh, like, is you coaching or is you an alumni? I ain't know what the deal was. Talk about what OTAs was like from your perspective, man, what you saw.
I thought it was good. The energy's way up. You can feel the energy.
Way up.
Yeah, way up. Yeah. Competition is already there. I think the team's going to be a good team. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of talent out there. Mm-hmm. You can see that. There's a ton of talent. It feels star-studded. But it feels like, a Coach T moment. Like, all right, I got some guys out here. Let's push them. Let's see what, let's see what I can get going here. This was going hard. Like, you feel that first day, too.
First day energy real.
Yeah, first day energy real. Like, everything feels good the first day. Everybody running, like, the good feel. Fresh legs. Mm-hmm. I thought it was good though. Like, I didn't realize that JPJ was that tall. Like, he's huge. I didn't all the way realize about the other corner on the
Corey
other
Trice.
side.
Yeah, 2'7".
Mm-hmm. Them boys are really long out there. Like, I think that's a guy you gotta keep an eye on. I thought the corners, like, I was watching the corners. Obviously, I was watching the linebackers. I like Peyton. I like Peyton a lot. I like him a lot.
Now, what'd you feel about his size in person, in terms of when you saw him?
Yeah, I think he's bigger than you think he is. I think he's way bigger than you think he is. Like, he's big, he's long, he's tall. He's a football guy. Like, that's a football guy. Like, I do football. I breathe football. I talked to him for a nice minute. Like, he's a football guy. He's big though. He kind of got I told you, he got that Kuechly type feel, like, body type. He's big. Like, people don't know how big Kuechly is till you get up on it.
Until you see it in person,
Yeah, he got that type of feel. Like, he's big, he's long. I think that room's kind of thick. That room's all right. That Lamarck Robinson, he looked strong, thick. He was moving pretty well.
How you
and
feel
some
about that new edition, Mr. Money, talking
Yeah, you know
six?
that's the. It's out there. He look like money. They can't hide
Hey,
it.
you see the big boy chain on? I said,
You
yeah.
know.
Listen,
But he
Deke,
look good though. He moves smooth. He
when you
talks.
got
He
30 on the
communicates.
neck to go practice, you like, yeah, you
Man,
about that,
30
bro.
on the neck.
You about that. Cause it was a lot of diamonds, a lot of shot. And I said, Lord, you about that life. Oh.
I ain't seen that. That's
Yeah,
a
you ain't
different
even tuck it
pitch.
in. I'm like, you ain't even tuck this
Yeah.
one in. You let it,
No, I'm not tucking this one.
like,
There's
you
nothing
see
tucking.
this one. Yeah. Say, whew, all
Yeah.
right. Talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
But he got good size though. You know, he's a guy. He's
Yeah,
a dog. You know, he's a dog. You can feel his energy. He coming there. He run. It feels like it's another leader in
It's a
there.
guy. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
Definitely a
another
guy.
leader in there. Like with Cam not being in there, it feels like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. This is a break it down. This is a tone setter. This is another guy in here.
Now, how'd you feel in terms of him and E-Rob, that combo, man? Some of the stuff that you were seeing. If you, because I know you said you was watching some of that as well, man.
I like that. I like E-Rob. Like, he can move. He's not just super athlete, but he can move. You know what I mean? He's smart, though. He's in the right spot a lot. You could feel, like, the energy, the communication. Like, those days out there is about communicating, communicating what you see, pre and post snap, running, getting to the ball, seeing what you're supposed to do, punching at the ball. You know, just the little stuff, the details that make up the big moments that show up.
And you talked about punching at the ball searching, creating no turnover. That's what he's talking about.
Ball searching, things that don't all the way see, but they show up in the later time. It's like, I thought that was a lot of that. It was a lot of like just pure work, seeing the ball get caught. You know what I mean? Taking your proper drops. Like, this is the drop. You know what I mean? This is where I need to be. This is how I should feel. This is a good break. You know what I mean? Getting your feet back, planting into the ground, just different things like that. But I think that's a good team. I think that's going to be a real good team. There's some talent on that team. You know, there's some dudes, and you could tell it's hungry. Like, the competition's already way up. And I think competition just breeds success. That's that iron sharpens iron, but it's a lot of iron out there. You know, you see that quarterback competition. Like, I think that's the main story right now, but you can just feel it. Like, one go in and 7 shots, one go in, another go in. Another go in is kind of like, you don't want to be the guy to not get yours in, you know? But it's a lot of defense across the street. You know, then you got a Minka back there, like, you know, you're getting good DB work against a good quarterback. Like, it's a lot of good on good varsity reps, you could call it.
Yeah. Now, what was your first thoughts in terms of just the eyeball test, man? Seeing Fields, seeing Russ side by side in person.
Yeah, Justin Fields is beautiful. He's another, like, that looks good. That's a pretty looking, like, quarterback. If he didn't play quarterback, he could be probably a starting receiver or starting corner or starting safety, or like, he just looked good. He's strong, he's big, he look like he's fast. But Russ is Russ. Like, that look good. Russ not as tall. You can see Russ is short, but Russ is Russ. You know? Russ feels like a leader, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain.
It feels like QB1 with Russ is that. It feels the presence.
Yeah. Feels, it just looks like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he got a nice zip to the ball, nice, like, it just feels like, yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. You know? There's a lot of talent in that building.
About to say, man. Nah, it's definitely changed, man. It feels there's a lot more buzz around there right now, man.
Yeah. You can say, like, you can call the receivers, but the receiver core, like, there's a lot of talent in that building. There's a lot of dudes that want to say, like, you might not know about me, but I'm here. You know?
Now, was there anybody in terms of what you were seeing yesterday that kind of just stood out to you, or you'd be like, you know what, man, this is somebody that I think y'all should, you know, definitely be looking out for, man. I think, man, I just like this dude, man. There's something about him.
Beanie Bishop.
I love it.
I thought you
was gonna say Najee Harris when he so he kept running by you and everything. Dang, bro, that's crazy.
I was
he said, "You gonna trade me today?"
Did you and Najee get to talk at all?
Different at all, dude. I didn't blink. I'm like, man, you know, look good, nice. I didn't blink though. I'm like, man, I told you. But I think I didn't. 30's thick. He's thicker than he look. Like, he's thick. He's heavy. He stood out a little bit to me. I like Beanie. I think Beanie's a sneaky one, man. Yeah. I think that's a good player. He's competitive. He's scrappy. Not really big, not really big. I don't know that it goes outside in this world. I don't know that it can, but I think it's scrappy enough to be able to do that type of stuff. But I see where you see like slot, Nicholas,
Yeah.
compete for that type of spot.
Did they have him there yesterday?
Yeah, he was in the Nick.
I was say I ain't pay attention to him like that, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I said I trust T. If TG bringing him up, TG had eyes on him. That's the thing. I'm like, yo, who was you watching?
It looked good.
Hey, look.
Was he going up against Roman Wilson?
Ooh, because Roman looked good.
Roman looked good.
Yeah.
I thought Roman was a little bit bigger than that, taller than that. But he looked good. Like, he's athletic. He's scrappy. He reminds you of, what was my man's name? He came from the
Lance
Saints.
Moore. Lance Moore. Yup.
I
thought the same thing. Yup.
Yeah. He feels like Lance Moore. Like, scrappy. It's open. Here it go. You might lose it. You might, like, I can see that as a weapon.
He catch it on the run a lot, man.
Yeah. He's running around in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could feel him running around in there. So, and 14-14, I think the freak. Like, you could feel his presence. Like,
he threw one of them little DBs. He was like, God, dog, that's a grown man. You just did that too.
Yeah, he kind of threw somebody down once or twice. He just, 14-14. His confidence, you can feel his confidence. You feel he's excited about them quarterbacks. Like, you can feel that. Like, his confidence is there. Not that it was ever not there, but his confidence is really there.
Now, I want to ask you this, though, real quick, because they asked me in terms of Deke in the chat. You've obviously played with Russ. You saw Roman Wilson as well. Who's taller than you, bro?
I think Russ is taller.
You think?
Russ is thicker. He's thicker, so
he's definitely thicker. Bigger. Yeah, he's definitely thicker.
He's still big. Like, like, it's like he, like, oh, but it just don't feel. It don't feel like.
Yeah.
Don't feel like he feels like Lance. Like, Lance wasn't the biggest, but he was like, when you walked up on him, you put him next to certain people, you're like, oh, you are taller than him. You're bigger than him.
Yeah. Cause that's what I told him. I was like, I need to see them side by side again. I feel like, they yeah.
Russ is short. He's short. He's short. He's short. He's short. I think them Seattle colors did him a lot of good too. Like, colors can do that,
bro. The shoulder pads and the extra rip protect. I'm like, bro, you look a lot bigger. I literally said that to teach him. I was like, bro, I thought he was bigger. I literally think he was a bigger dude, bro. That was my first time seeing him without.
When I played with Russ before, I always say, like, Russ is like, he's a little dude. Like, he's not little though. Like,
he's not tiny.
Yeah, he's just not tall. He's just not tall. Like, but Russ is out there to compete, man. Russ out there with the eye black on.
You seen it in practice, bro. Yeah.
Call it what you want, man. Out here with this eye black on. I'm out here to compete. Every day, I don't care. I'm out here to compete.
No. Nah, and that's the part that I was like, man, I think it's going to be a vibe for both of them dudes, man, but for the team as a whole. If you got competition at that spot, the way that they're operating it right now, I just think throughout the rest of the roster.
You got to feel good about whoever it is going into week one then.
Yeah.
Russ is going to start this thing out. Like, he's going to get the first pitch, like, especially with, like, the schedule.
Because there's no way he loses it in an OTA
and
training camp.
I just don't think he looks too good in this setting.
I think Russ goes to Denver. Russ to Denver is going to happen. Like, he's going to get that one. He's going to start that one. He's going to start them. You know what I mean? He's going to start.
You get the first month. You get the first four.